Hello and welcome to Brick Army. My name is Steve and today we have for you a T54. T54, 55? T55. Not entirely sure. Partly because this is an incredibly confusing tank. It came out in many different varieties. But at the moment I'm going with the T54 55 as it was officially known. Because it has the I think it's called the KTD laser rangefinder on top of the mantlet there. So we'll get into it. We'll do a 60-second speed build, show you some pics of the finished article, and then I'll tell you all about what I find. So let's crack on and build. So welcome back. Right, one T54 55, and I'm going to go with that. It could possibly even be a T62, although it is advertised as a T54. You, with the instructions from Slubin, you can actually build one of three models, which is consistent with what they did with the T80. You could build slight variations for that. And to be fair, with the T54 55, most produced tank in history, around 100,000 were produced, so you are going to get a lot of variations with it. So this is, I would say that this comes into the line of pocket money prices for this, and if you've seen some of my other videos, you know I've used that phrase a couple of times, and what I mean by that is that it's a relatively low brick count, relatively basic model, but not the most basic. It's got a reasonable amount of details with it, from the grills for the engine at the back there. It's not the most detailed thing in the world. It's comparable, I believe, to something like the Sherman that from Guangzhou. Again, similar sort of build count, around 600 to 700 pieces, and around the similar sort of level of accuracy and attention to detail. However, this is a pretty good model. It's not bad at all. Unsurprisingly, the log at the back and I'm not entirely sure what that is, but whatever it is, they're a little bit fragile. The minifigures, they're okay. Fairly standard from Sluben. The rest of it is pretty good. It's relatively solid. I only really have one complaint about this model. Well, I suppose two, but the first one. And the first one, I don't think there's anything they can really do anything about, and that's the spacing of the road wheels. Because in real life, the front road wheel was separated away from the other four. So they've got that. That's perfectly accurate. No complaints there. And I think that the problem here really is with the limitations of the medium they're working in, so i.e. bricks. Because these were very close together, they actually, although they do move by themselves if you use your finger, when you're actually going using the tracks, as you can see, the front road wheel, the two drive wheels at the back move, but you've actually got to put a fair bit of pressure on these wheels to get them moved. So if you're going across certainly something smooth like a bit of cardboard, they're not going to work. The tracks do move. You put it on something a bit grippier like carpet or something like that, they will move, but these wheels, they're touching each other, so they don't work particularly well. And I don't think, with the limitations of the bricks and brick sizes, there's really anything you can do about that. Short of turning everything in the mountings for the wheels sideways, where you can, because obviously you can change vertically the size of your brick, but changing it horizontally is very difficult, so you'd have to turn everything 90 degrees, and that would be just a gigantic pain in the bum. So fair play to the designers, they've kept it accurate. I don't really think there's anything they can do about it. The only other thing that I might complain about a little bit is actually on, again, the road wheels. They do come off rather easily because of the way that they are built. There just isn't a great deal of the rod here, the four-way rod, just to grip onto the wheels. So they do come off rather easily, which is a bit of a shame. But in the grand scheme of things, it's no real big deal, is it? So, is it worth it? It cost me £11, which I can't remember how much the Sherman was, but I believe it's broadly sort of similar to what that is. And surprisingly, considering how widespread, even today in 2024, this tank is in armed forces around the world, it's the only model I can find for the T54. There is no others. As I said before, Sluben do have a rather extensive range. They do tend to do a lot of models that other people don't. But I am really surprised that this is the only one that was available. I did try all the usual suspects and just no one. Kobe, I suppose, might do one. I haven't checked them. I do tend to avoid Kobe models. Not that there's anything wrong with Kobe models, they're great. The problem with Kobe models is the cost, I'll be honest. It's just bum-clenchingly expensive for Kobe models, as good as they are. So this is one of the reasons why I'm exploring other options. But the T54, 55, 55, 62, whatever you want to call it, as I say, you've got three different options with it. It's not a bad little model, and if you want a T54, 55 or the derivatives, it is about your only choice. But at £11, it's relatively painless. I would say that falls into the sort of pocket money price of models. It's reasonably well detailed, it's fairly accurate, sometimes to its detriment. It's not a bad little model. I've got no complaints here. So, hopefully you've liked this video. If you have, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you again next time. Take care.